Kathie J. Hello, 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 everybody. Did you miss me? Give me a hug. I missed you too. Hug it out, everybody. Welcome to the Kathie J Show. I am Kathie J. Thanks for hanging out with me this half hour. However you're hanging out, if you're watching us live right now or if you're catching us on streaming, I love you so much for taking time out of your day to be with us. Thanks to everybody who's been staying with us on social media and, of course, our YouTube channel, Kathie J. You can find everything there. So, everybody, I just want to say that it's good to be in Denver. We have so much going on here in Denver. Wonderful things, amazing things. And so I'm going to bring you to you right now through the next half hour. We're going to explore the beautiful world of art that the Denver Art Museum has going on right now. We're going to show you their newest exhibits. And after that, aren't you thirsty? I'm a little thirsty. We got some refreshing summer cocktails from Senor Bear. The best cocktails, the best patio in Denver. You're not going to want to miss it. And of course, summer movies are here. So we got a good one about cats. Maybe a cute little kitties are here. They were already crawling in my hair earlier. So before we get to all that, let's start it off by going to the Denver Art Museum. Please welcome Museum's Director Christoph Heinrich to the show. Yay! Hello, Christoph.
Very nice being here.
It is so nice to have you here. Okay. So the Denver
but it's
Art
really hard to compete with cocktails and cattails. But we do
cocktails
kids.
And cattails.
We do kids.
You do
which is
kids.
great. Yes.
Okay, so let's start by saying that everybody out there that's sweating right now, the Denver Art Museum is free to people 18 and under.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. So why not get your kids a little education and a little air conditioning at the same
and
time?
Fun. There are lots of activities.
Yes. So let's get into it. So the Art Museum isn't what you might be thinking it's been. You've come a long way, baby. So let's get into it. So let's see, new for folks right now, let's start with the Age of Armor. I was pulling pictures out of this to show, and I was just like, look at that. Now that doesn't look very intimidating at all. If a soldier came at me wearing that,
It's actually an antique Japanese helmet that looks like a shell or like a, that's a Native American object.
Yeah.
With a warrior. Virgil Ortiz is the artist. And the whole armor show is a great one for whole families and kids, and lots of activities in it, lots of things to explore. You learn a little bit about the history of the last 600 years or so.
Oh, that's good.
And you learn about really the versatility of armor making, what it meant to make an armor.
Right, because there's armor that was built so good that it still exists hundreds of years later.
Absolutely.
And then there's other armor that the men don't exist because the armor wasn't very good.
Well, maybe that. But armors were as well always fashion.
Yeah, you're right.
So you couldn't just put some, metal around yourself.
No.
It had to be in a certain way at a certain time.
Get that, everybody, fashion. All right, now you also have the Georgia O'Keeffe exhibit coming in, and I know Georgia O'Keeffe from all of her beautiful flower pictures and stuff, but you had so many other pictures. I'm not aware of all this. What is this exhibit of hers?
Well, it's actually a relatively recent trove. It's the photography of Georgia O'Keeffe, who always, or not always, but often actually used photography to start a painting and to collect certain ideas for paintings. This was the courtyard of her house in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And she was very close to a photographer, Alfred Stieglitz, in her early years. And the show has about, I think, more than 100 photographs by her.
Oh, I was lost.
But as well, a beautiful selection of paintings.
To see the world through her eyes through those photos is just an amazing opportunity. Yeah. So you guys also have amazing outdoor spaces that you guys have over there at the Denver Art Museum. Talk about those.
Well, that's something actually that really got elevated during the renovation. You know, we went through several years of renovation. Parts of it were closed. Now, last fall, we reopened the Joe Ponte building, which is called now the Martin Building. And there are wonderful outdoor spaces where you can hang, where you can have a coffee, where you can walk around. There's some grass and some green, and I think it's great for kids.
No, I like that. It's all part of the atmosphere of making you feel like you're in the art, you're immersed in this whole other world. So when we come back, everybody, we got lots more to talk about with Christoph about the Denver Art Museum. Kathie J. Ramos Law is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. He's a medical doctor and a lawyer. Ramos Law, what makes us different makes us better. Kathie J. Welcome back, everybody, to the Kathie J Show. The Denver Art Museum, it's always buzzing with new and exciting exhibitions.
Yes.
Exhibits, excuse me. Sometimes there's always a word that you can't say right, Christoph? But all of which are included, everybody, in the general admission, and it's free for everybody that's 18 and under every day. Christoph is back. He's the director of the Denver Art Museum to tell us more of what we can look forward to. Thanks for being here, Christoph.
Well, it's actually a great summer.
Yes.
We just talked about armor, George O'Keeffe. There's a wonderful show, Modern Women, Modern Vision.
Yes.
And that's really about the impact of female photographers in the last 100 years.
I love that. This one's called Revenge of the Goldfish. That was my favorite one. I had to pull this photo to put up.
Oh, that's Sandy Skoglund. Actually,
Yes.
she's a big friend of the museum.
She is. That's fabulous. I thought that was a great photo.
She does these big installations and then takes photos of it. And we have as well a whole installation by her, which is not on show right now, but she's a cool photographer, really one of the great American modernist photographers.
Yes, I love, there were so many photos that you could feel the woman's heart that took that picture. And I think that's what I love about everything at the art museum is the emotion it brings for you. If you haven't been to the art museum in so long, you don't know what's bottled up underneath you until all of a sudden something catches your eye. Like this photo, okay, when I went to, this is another one from the women, the modern women, right?
Yes.
And I mean, look at the sadness to think that's girls around my daughter's age. And I just thought, that's hard living right there.
Actually, I think the role of the women is so special because they didn't have to follow the usual academic roles that male photographers had to. They were much freer.
I
with
like
the
that.
medium.
No rules.
And they brought in a lot of passion into the medium.
Speaking of passion, you also have the Who Tells a Tale. It's the Latin American Contemporary section exhibit. And everybody, this photo, I chose this one. I loved this. I stared at it for easily 10 minutes on my computer. It's called Praying for a Visa, and it speaks volumes. And again, that's what I think is so amazing about the Denver Art Museum is the emotion that comes out of you when you see what people have created. And I just think it's beautiful. Things that you never even thought would touch you. And speaking of touching, the Saints and Sinners exhibit, I couldn't choose any of the photos to put up there. Everybody was fat and naked. Tell everybody about that exhibit.
It's a fantastic.
It is a good exhibit.
It's a fantastic extravaganza. Really about, 15th, 16th century, 17th century in Flanders. And it's great stories. It's
it's
sex
fabulous
and crime
stories.
and everything.
Yes.
So hence the title Saints, Sinners, Lovers, and Fools, which really takes a grab of what it meant to live at that time and what love, life, death, all of these things meant to people. So it's great storytelling.
Oh no, it was
really
great. So, and you'll be prepared to stand and stare at these paintings and the sculptures and everything for hours. So thank God it is air conditioned.
For free.
And it's free for everyone 18 and under. Now you also talk about like people come there for field trips. People come there to have parties at the Denver Art Museum. The Denver Art Museum is just the place to be. So everybody, you got to find out what you can do with the Denver Art Museum. Go and visit it on date night. Go with your girls. Take your kids there to get some air conditioning. But go and explore all of the beautiful exhibits coming to the Denver Art Museum. DenverArtMuseum.org. Thanks, Christoph.
Well, thank you, Kathie.
You know, I want to come and give me a tour. I'd love to. Would you guys like to see a tour through his eyes?
Let's do that.
All right. Well, stick around because we're going to have some cocktails next.
All right.
All right. Cheers.
Terrific.
We'll be right back.
Kathie J.
Oakwood Homes is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Oakwood Homes, building happiness.
Kathie J.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hello. It's summertime. Summertime. Everybody, summertime means good patios, good cocktails, good friends. And if you're looking for a new and tastier way to refresh in this heat, everybody, we got you covered, everybody. How about sipping on a beautiful patio, beautiful drinks with Keegan Labrador? He's the bar manager at Senor Bear.
Thanks so much for having me, Kathie.
Okay, so you got 4 of your top creations.
Yeah, totally.
Thanks for being here.
I'm
First,
so
I need
excited.
to say, Senor Bear has always been known for good drinks. But you guys are are like touting like these, like come this summer because we have topped ourselves.
Yeah, totally. You know, we've been doing it for 5 years now.
Yeah.
We think this is the best year, and we're just excited to get these tequila drinks and all our Latin American spirits in front of our guests.
Let's do it then.
Yeah,
Where are we starting?
cool. All right, so we're gonna start with one of our bartenders' creations for our summer menu. It's called Matcha Business.
Okay.
It's a reposado tequila drink.
Yes.
Um,
What are you drinking? Matcha Business.
Matcha business. All right, so we're gonna start with just a little diluted agave.
Okay.
We're gonna add some house-made coconut horchata.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna add some fresh squeezed lemon juice.
Yes.
All our juice is always fresh squeezed at Senor Bear.
That's what I was
Makes
gonna...
the best cocktails.
Yes, that's what I knew
All
you were
right.
going to say that.
We're gonna add a little bit of matcha tea powder.
That's the matcha, huh?
That's the
Okay.
matcha.
The matcha.
And then we've got a little mix here that Callie's put together. Reposado tequila, yellow chartreuse, and ginger.
What did you just say?
So reposado tequila,
Yes.
yellow chartreuse, which is a herbal liqueur.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
It's
then
all
we're
in here.
It's all in there, yeah.
Okay, so
it's our little
You
secret
guys
mix.
infuse it and then let your alcohol hang out and stuff?
Yeah, totally, kind of mellow, get all.
I love that.
All
Okay.
right, and then we're just gonna give it a nice shake.
That was your nice shake?
That was not.
Okay.
That was the first step.
There we go, Keegan. There we go.
All right, so
Did you guys hear that last little dribble? Okay.
this lovely drink made by Callie Spadoni for Senor Bear's summer cocktail menu. It's called Matcha Business.
That looks beautiful.
And we're just gonna finish it off with some really lovely fresh grated nutmeg.
Okay. You know, it's an experience coming out to Senor Bear.
You know, we try.
That
and
is
so
like
that's the drink.
over the top, next level.
Yeah, so
that is
that's
amazing. With tequila.
Matcha Business.
Oh, okay. Not matcha business.
All right.
Okay, what's your next
We're
one?
going right into the next
Okay.
one. So this one's a Latin American classic. It's the national drink of Brazil.
Oh,
it's
I
a
love that.
caipirinha.
Okay,
So
what is it called?
A caipirinha.
Caipirinha.
It's made with cachaça, which is the national spirit of Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like rum, but fresher and more like vibrant and grassy.
Okay. All right,
And-
I like that.
So we just put some natural sugar cubes and some fresh lime pieces, and we're
Okay.
gonna muddle them.
Oh, I love to muddle. Can I show you?
You please do.
Muddle.
A little more like a little more gusto.
Muddle.
That's good. That's
I feel
like
like you have
professional
to
right
say
there.
it. Muddle.
Well,
Okay,
if you
good.
don't, you're not actually muddling.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
All right, you did a great job.
Thank you, Keegan.
And then all we're gonna add to that is a little bit of cachaça. We like to use an overproof cachaça, so just a little more alcohol than normal.
As you should.
As you always
I mean,
should.
come on.
And then we're just gonna add a little bit of ice. And then what I love about this drink is it's just the simplicity. 3 ingredients, hard shake,
That's a hard one. Yes, hard shake.
and then you just dump it in the glass.
Oh my God, these are amazing. So much detail, and you guys
Look at
get
that.
those things whipped up easy. You know what I also love? Look at the size of this ice cube, everybody. These
Yeah,
are
we have good
amazing.
ice.
You have great ice. Well, now I can't put that back in there, so I'll put that over there. But here, real fast before you go to the next drink, I wanted to read to everybody what works at Senor Bear. Okay, ready? There's a spirit nerd mixologist. There's a never scared, can't stop, won't stop workhorse. There's the vibe setter. There's the relationship maker, and there's the positive energy bringer and the silent assassin, all going about their biz, crushing ice to make sure all the drinks are good.
Kathy, that's not me, that's my team.
That's
so I'm not in there,
amazing.
that's just the other
But
bartenders.
this is all of them.
Yeah, they're
they infuse
fantastic.
all this. So keep going. What's
All right,
your
we're
next
gonna roll
drink?
into the next one. So the
Yes.
next one's our riff on a classic Peruvian cocktail
yeah.
called the Chilcano. We just kind of boost it up with a little bit of dragon fruit salt that we make in-house.
Why not? Why
Yeah,
not
one of
make
my
some?
bartenders makes it. Her name's Becky. She does a lovely job with everything.
That's delicious.
We add a little bit of passion fruit.
Yes.
So super exotic, tropical. A little bit of fresh lime juice.
Do you guys just sit around after hours and put a bunch of stuff together? And
Of course we do.
That's awesome.
That's the whole fun of the job.
I should be a part of that.
And then we're gonna add 1.5 ounces of Peruvian pisco. Pisco is a grape distillate, kind of like brandy, but a little softer, unaged, very floral and aromatic.
But it was clear. But it's like
clear.
a brandy. Okay.
Unaged. Yeah.
Unaged.
It's really beautiful.
That's awesome.
All
okay.
right.
Go ahead. And where do we go now?
All right, and then that one,
So
we are
we've got
going
some.
to.
Yeah. Sorry, I took the big ice cube.
You are so fine. We're actually gonna.
Pour it in there.
Yep.
Okay. Mixing it. Fancy for all of us. Here's the problem though. What are you going to put in the rest of it?
So Kathie J, I have to be honest with you. This drink is supposed to get topped with ginger beer, and I forgot it.
Oh, well then that's okay. Good. Phew, I was going to
But
say.
I tried to improvise, and if you hadn't have said anything, I probably would have gotten away with it. So,
I would have gotten away with it too.
but here,
if it
look,
wasn't
this
for
is
you
what we're
darn
gonna do,
kids.
okay?
Okay.
So basically, you put all the ingredients in the glass. You add ginger beer. The drink's done. It's really beautiful, okay?
Keegan, I wouldn't worry about it.
We're
Something
gonna
tells
just
me it's going to be just as
do
delicious
something-
without the ginger
Sometimes
beer.
when you're bartending, especially like in a pressure environment, you're gonna forget a couple things. You
Yeah,
know?
it doesn't matter.
You roll with the punches. You make something yummy.
It still looks fancy.
Looks beautiful.
I still look like I'm
The
getting the
whole
best.
reason I kept going with it is because the topping on this drink is so fun. I just wanted to do it. So we just top a little Angostura on it.
What is that?
It's Angostura. It's like a cinnamon bitter. So it adds just like a little bit of kind of complexity to your drink, some baking spices.
Okay. You
And
know
then-
what? I would never think to add that to a drink at all, but that is delicious, Keegan. Okay. So Senor Bear is located where?
So the corner of 33rd and Tohon in Denver's Lower Highland neighborhood.
Lower Highland. Okay. Do you
Yeah.
think you can make this in about 30 seconds?
You know what, Kathy? I think we've made 3 beautiful drinks. Why don't we just stick with that?
You know what, Keegan? No one has ever said that back to me. Grab your drink and do it yours. That's amazing. So Senor Bear, what are your hours? So everybody
So
knows.
we're open from 3 to 10 every night. We
Yes.
stay open a little later on the weekends. Happy hours 3 to 6 at the bar every single day.
I love that. And can we find you at the bar?
Yeah,
Amen.
most days.
Amen. Cheers to
Cheers.
Senor Bear.
Thank you so
Live
much,
in-
Kathy.
Kathie J.
The Colorado Lottery is an official partner of the Kathie J Show. Colorado Lottery, play on.
Sounds like you need a mentor.
Perhaps a once great samurai who has fallen on hard times and maybe could use some help himself. But where can I find one?
What? Get out of here! Who even made that?
I know
It's
where
you.
you'll find
Don't
one.
believe everything you read.
Everybody, you're watching. Hello, welcome back to the Kathie J Show. That was a clip from the new movie Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank. It opens in theaters this Friday, July 15th. Now, we always give lots of love to dogs here on the show, so that's why we felt it was time to share our love with the cats, too. My little daughter, 9-year-old Avery, she's obsessed with cats. Every stuffed animal is a cat. Everything she owns has some sort of leopard print on it. She loves cats so much that you know, she would understand, this lady right here, she loves cats so much that she stopped her career as an attorney to focus on and start the Denver Cat Company. Please welcome to the show, Layla Quarry. Yay! Hey, Layla. Who's here with us today?
So that's Evie, and this is Cora. They're our foster kittens. They're currently too young for the cat cafe, so they're hanging out in one of our foster homes.
That's awesome. Okay, now, Layla, what is the Denver Cat Company?
It is a cat cafe, which means we have adoptable rescue kitties hanging out there, and you can come visit them for a fee, which helps us run the place.
Yes.
And hang out with them, have coffee, have some cakes, and yeah, that's the concept.
It's pretty awesome, and you just had a little renovation, correct?
That's right.
That's awesome.
Yes,
It
we
looks cool.
catified the place.
Yeah, you catified the place.
Finally, after 7 years.
So at the cafe, so you had the Cat Cafe and the Denver Cat Company, and then you decided to go a step further and do the rescue.
That's right.
Right? Okay, so the Denver Cat Rescue is you.
Yes.
Okay, so tell everybody, so what's going on there?
So that's our nonprofit arm. That's the part that rescues the cats and vets them, make sure they're healthy. We also run the foster program. We have about 70 foster families in our network. We're always recruiting more. You can go to our website, denvercatrescue.org, to sign up to foster. It's volunteer run. We just hired our first employee, and I volunteer my time for it. So we rescue cats from all over the country. We place them in foster homes, and they come to the Cat Cafe and get adopted.
That's awesome. Now you were an attorney. You were actually an attorney.
Yes.
Fell in love with the cats and decided to help them. Why do you love cats so much? Why is this your passion?
I mean, just look at them.
I know, they are adorable. They are adorable. I mean, thank God. Thanks for giving me Evie. Thanks, Evie, for being so sweet, unlike your mean brother over there. I'm
sister.
kidding. He's not. He's just wild. And cats are, wild as in he wanted to explore. Cats are a different type of breed.
That's
like,
right.
I've always been a dog person, but cats, I love cats, but they're aliens, right?
They are domesticated but not tame, which is
Right.
an interesting juxtaposition with pets, because most of the time we imagine pets to be ours, but in reality, cats own us. They run the
Yes.
show when they're around.
Yes, that's exactly right. And now my daughter wants a cat so bad, but I'm allergic. You have people that are allergic to cats and they just take Benadryl every day and they deal with it, right?
Yeah, there are people who deal with it. It depends on how severe your allergy is.
Yeah.
And then the Cat Cafe is a great option. If somebody in your family is allergic, you can just come to the Cat Cafe, get your cat fix. You don't have to adopt.
Yes,
You can just
right.
hang out with them.
That's what we're probably going to do with my daughter. Now, you're allergic to cats too, aren't
A
you?
little bit, yeah. I became allergic to all sorts of things in my 30s, so that did happen, but it's not severe. It's just when there's like 20 of them around me that I feel it.
Now, in the movie The Paws of Fury, did you get to see it?
I have not yet.
It's hilarious. So I watched it with the girls and we were laughing, and there's jokes for our age, and there's jokes for the kids, but there's so many different types of cats, but they all definitely, they were very hesitant towards each other. Like there wasn't an overly loving cat in the entire movie. How do you know when you're getting a cat what kind of personality comes with it? Because they're strong.
Yeah, you just find out. I mean, it's kind of hit or miss. It's all over the place. It's kind of the adventure of cats. I love it because it means they're all individuals. They all do exactly what they want, which is their charming trait. Charming or not, depending on how you see it. But we love to see just all the different personalities come out. They do know, how to coexist. They might not if it's their territory that a cat is coming into, but if it's a shared territory, they understand that. They don't want to pick fights where they're not sure they're going to win. So they're pretty tactical about it.
She even said, I know how to wrangle cats, Kathie. If one of them gets lost in the studio, I can get it. So if you have any questions about cats, you just remember, Layla is here for you, everybody. And the new movie, Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, it opens in theaters this Friday, July 15th. Michael Cera, Ricky Gervais, Samuel Jackson, my daughters and I loved it. Please go check it out. And thank you to the Denver Art Museum and Keegan from Senor Bear for joining us today. Please go to our YouTube channel, Kathie J, if you want to see this episode again. To Layla and the kids.